Clark Blair.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to all of our students here tonight. It's great to see y'all here. So we're going to have a moment of silence, please. Thank you so much. Dr. Sullivan?
Yeah, I think before we start, so today, March 8th, is actually International Women's Day, and so I think it's special that we take a moment to recognize all the different women and females who have had positive impacts in our life, so the majority of our school board as well, and also personally, somebody who was raised by my mom through middle and high school, so I think sometimes we forget those types of things, so celebration for that day as well. So,
Thank you so much. First on the agenda is the approval. I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Young.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or wish to abstain? Motion passes for the approval of the agenda. Second on the agenda is the consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Ms. Bratton. Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to abstain or oppose? Motion passes for the consent agenda.
visitors.
No visitors.
No visitors? Okay, we are going to switch number 7 and number 8, if that's okay with everyone, because we have a lot of people here for our art show. It's one of our favorite nights of the year. So our spotlight, our 2023 RCS Art Show. March is National Youth Art Month, and Rutherford County Schools has a tradition of celebrating the arts in our schools with a district-wide art show. Student artwork is selected from each school to be on display at the Rutherford County Schools Central Office for the upcoming year. The artwork is selected based on creativity, craftsmanship, and perseverance through the creative process. Youth Art Month provides an opportunity to recognize the valuable skills taught in arts program, including problem solving, creativity, observation, and communication. The 2023 art show can also be viewed in a virtual gallery available on the Rutherford County Schools Fine Arts website. And at this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Lindsay Halford, our fine arts specialist, but really our fine arts coordinator, because she handles just about anything and everything. And I did want to take a second and thank you for all your hard work, because you pretty much organize them along with our amazing arts educators and fine arts educators across the district. You are a team of one. So thank you for supporting all 51,000 students in arts education.
Thank you.
Thank you, although definitely not a team of one when we have 200 amazing arts educators, many of whom are here tonight, that do the work every day in the schools, so definitely shout out to them. Dr. Sullivan mentioned that March is Youth Art Month. It is also Music in Our Schools Month, Theater in Our Schools Month, and Dance in Our Schools Month. So we have a lot to celebrate during the month of March. In Rutherford County, we have a lot to celebrate, including the fact that 13 of our visual arts students this year were selected for National Scholastic Art Awards through the Scholastic Art Awards competition. We placed more students in choir mid-state than any other district in the mid-state. Over 150 instrumental music students earned mid-state and all-state honors this year from Rutherford County. 92 theater students earned honors for mid-state and all-state through a one-of-a-kind all-state program here in Tennessee that we actually started here in Rutherford County as an all-county program. It grew, it took on a life of its own. Now it's a true Tennessee all-state program for our theater students. And in a state where only 1% of schools offer dance instruction, we now have 4 schools offering at least one section of dance for a fine arts credit, along with many other great things happening in our schools. So we will begin our celebration of this important month by honoring the art students here that contributed work to our art show this year. As Dr. Sullivan said, the show is both live here in our central office, and there's also a virtual gallery. So anyone can go to our Rutherford County Schools Fine Arts website and find that link. It's interactive, so if you click on the link of a picture from an image of one of the artworks, you can see a photo of the student, artist statement, so find out the process they went through to make the artwork. Board members, you have a QR code there linking to that gallery. And additionally, on the Fine Arts website, you can find a link to the District Fine Arts calendar that has information about all the plays, concerts, art shows, all the things going on in our schools, and there are a lot this month. You don't need to be bored during the month of March. Go look at that calendar, find something to do. All of our schools would love anyone to show up and support the amazing work the students are doing. One thing also to mention is that this is not the only art show we are having this year. We are also having a district art show at the Frist Museum in downtown Nashville. That will open on March 18th and go through April 2nd, so make sure to head downtown during that time to check it out. So now, without further ado, let's recognize the student artists who provided work for this show. Students, I will call your name as an image of the artwork is displayed on the screen. If you'll come forward, Dr. Chastain and Dr. Anthony are going to help pass out certificates. So students, you'll get your certificate and head back to form a line. We'll form a line behind the board members, and then once all students have been called, we'll take a nice picture opportunity with the board members, and then we will release students and families to go view the artwork out in the building. All right. Diane Campachano-Rayo, Barfield Elementary School. Haley Giacomino, Blackman Elementary School. Abby Lugos, Blackman High School. Elijah Brown, Blackman High School. Miku Shelton, Blackman Middle School. Raya Tedder, Browns Chapel Elementary School. Araya Garcia, Buchanan Elementary School. Isabella Silva, Cedar Grove Elementary School. Kaylee Barton, Central Magnet School. Victoria Gravitt, Central Magnet School. Isabel Kerrigan, Christiana Elementary School. Dalen Malone, Christiana Middle School. Genevieve Montero Morales, David Urey Elementary School. Junior Henderson, David Urey Elementary School. Lucy Houston, Eagleville School. Mirabelle Smith, Eagleville School. Emmeline Witt, Eagleville School. Emmeline Arvidsson, Eagleville School. Natalie Garcia, Holloway High School. Hazel DeClara, Homer Pitter Campus School. Luz Rodriguez, John Coleman Elementary School. Kira Thurman, Kittrell Elementary School. Georgia Ward, Las Casas Elementary School. Jean Z. Gonzalez, Laverne High School. Jasmine Shono, Laverne High School. Kylan Thompson, Laverne High School. Tyrese Taxton, Laverne Lake Elementary School. Ana Linares, Laverne Middle School. Jose Rios, Laverne Middle School. Scarlett Wood, McFadden School of Excellence. Kayla Snyder, Oakland High School. Eamon Aizawa, Oakland High School. Brennan Crimson, Oakland Middle School. Faith Richardson, Plainview Elementary School. Jesse Finner, Riverdale High School. Guadalupe Manriquez, Riverdale High School. Mira Edouard Labib, Riverdale High School. Chloe Shank, Riverdale High School. Paul Armour III, Rock Springs Elementary School. Andrea Olivo Diaz, Rocky Fork Elementary School. Isabella Blunkall, Rockville Middle School. Angelique Antanasio, Rockville High School. Addison Shaw, Rockville High School. Cadence Barnett, Rockville High School. Kylie McKinney, Rockville High School. Alessandro Bonilla, Rockville High School. Harper Ward, Rockville Elementary School. Jada Griffin, Rock Springs Middle School. Sarah Tran, Rock Springs Elementary School. Michael Romero Alas, Rocky Fork Middle School. Kayla Mendez, Roy Waldron School. Cyan Dursu, Roy Waldron School. Ava Riggin, Rutherford County Virtual School. Charlie King, Rutherford County Virtual School. Rosa Stockdale, Siegel High School. Krista Marin, Siegel High School. Kate Goolsby, Siegel Middle School. Cannon Schuler, Smyrna Elementary School. Aurora Brewer, Smyrna High School. Annabelle Rand, Smyrna High School. Corwin Ritter, Smyrna High School. Lamaya Booker, Smyrna Middle School. Genevieve Carlin, Smyrna Primary School. Hunter Hurt, Stewart's Creek Elementary School. Brianna Kao, Stewart's Creek High School. Nathan Cooper, Stewart's Creek Middle School. Mahara Ayub, Stewartsboro Elementary School. Caitlin Marks, Thurman Francis Arts Academy. Celeste Adkins, Thurman Francis Arts Academy. Layla Cartwright, Thurman Francis Arts Academy. Kinley Chitwood, Walter Hill School. David Flack, Woodworth Buchanan Middle School. Jacqueline Bell, Wilson Elementary School. Well, that went faster than I thought it would.
Picture. Come on
It'll
up
take just
here,
a
honey,
minute
for
for
a
students to
picture.
get their certificates and line up for the picture.
Get Mama to come up here, bring you up here. That's all right. Mistakes were made. It's all right.
Nothing ever goes really as planned.
Have it. Everybody that calls me sitting right here does. You know, favorite.
She went fast. She went fast.
I think you just need to.
Oh, was that what it was? She's giving that.
Dr. Sullivan, you've lost.
It's all around, all over the building. Just walk around when you get a chance.
You're missing the picture. There's a child in Jimmy's seat. Quick. Hold it down so you can go get that. Get him. Hold that up.
I know. Wait, smile to Mama. Look, Mama's gonna get a
Dr.
picture.
Sullivan? Dr. Sullivan, let's see your face. We got to see your face. We got to see your face. Hold it down on the table. There you go. There we go. Now look right there. You got a pretty mama. You want to sit in my chair? You want to sit in my chair?
We'll fix it. We'll fix it if it's wrong, honey. Don't worry.
wanna sit
Just tell your teacher.
You want to sit in it just to get your picture made?
Where's your teacher and she'll send it back and get
He's
the
right there. You want to sit here?
Okay,
Sit
come
here.
on over here so you can get your picture made.
Come on up here. Got it? All right, I'm gonna. Did you do that? Okay. Grab that gavel.
And then, of course, when he went across the stage, they
You guys all did amazing
Yeah,
job.
don't give them anything.
when he went down.
Right, right. Well, who would have thought that? Come back there so you can get your picture made, sweetie. Your hair's just
We have a
like
new Dr. Sullivan.
Huh?
We have a new Dr. Sullivan up here.
They're a kid.
I like it straight. I like it straight.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Love it, girl.
Why don't you stand right here by Miss Brown?
Come on, I'm right here. How are you? Good. Let me see. Your name is Kenley Chipwood at Walter Hill Elementary School. That's a great elementary school. Want to know a secret? You know your principal? I was her teacher. How about that? Miss Laura, I was her teacher. So now you know why she's so wonderful, right? Where's your parents? You see 'em? Look at all those pictures.
Thank you all for your patience. Students and parents, you may now head out into the hallways to find and view your artwork. Thank you all.
And it's gonna be empty.
What's the take? You did really well here.
Thank y'all for coming.
He's adorable. What school does he go to? Laverne Lake.
You need to go out there and see all those beautiful pictures of it. I love it. You need to get a frame for that. You make them take you to Hobby Lobby and do a frame.
What are the kids for
It's
STEM?
cute. That says Rutherford
Recognize the
County
kids for
Schools.
STEM?
Art. Very nice. Yes.
Or are they in Rutherford Proud?
Same thing on there.
Because there's a kid that's sitting down at that one.
Bye bye.
Something different.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
There's kids sitting over there.
Oh,
that
yeah,
got
they're,
their STEM.
they're gonna be recognized for,
Oh,
What's your certificate?
have you all something done? They want a birthday.
That's fabulous.
No, because mi papá se murió. 3 años atrás. Mañana cumple 4 años. Yeah. That's okay, no, it's so good. Hi, ¿cómo te llamas? Sofía Encantada, Francis. Oh, she's so pretty. Good to see you. I haven't seen you forever. Sorry. We used to sing at, she was in my church with my parents,
Oh, yeah.
and we used to sing together.
oh,
I
good.
haven't seen her in forever. Yeah, I've seen people that I used to, because I used to be really involved with my parents' church, and I was in the worship team, and so I sang with quite a few people. I sang with her, and then there's another lady that when we went to Holloway High School on tour, she's a teacher at Holloway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she, I had to call, I could find her, email her, because she's supposed to be inviting me to their national, international festival that they have in Holloway. That's all I wanted to be. I wanted to
We feel so good. We want to just, let's just end it. Oh, that's right. Paige. What? Yes, I know Mike now.
He's an art teacher at Kittrell.
Where is he?
Right there. And beside Aaron Coleman, blue, right there with the big beard.
Oh, let me go say hello to him.
very talented.
Oh, they did? Told you I get those out of abundance of caution text. It's okay, we're good. We're still good.
Mike Novak.
That's what it's all about, y'all, right there. So those maybe watching from home, this video will be available on YouTube once they upload it, once our meeting is concluded. So then you can send it to grandparents, aunts, and uncles who will not be able to be here tonight, or they can watch it at a later time. So next on our agenda is Rutherford Proud.
Yep, so Rutherford Proud, something we started doing a couple weeks ago where we recognize some of our own students, teachers, employees, and some of our students as well. We're going to start with Browns Chapel STEM Club. So Ms. Tammy Anselmo and Ms. Darcy Oliveris are here to represent kind of Browns Chapel, some of the amazing things they do under the direction of Ms. Kelly Goosetree, the principal at Browns Chapel. So I think you guys have some stuff with us, and I just enjoyed being with our students over there. That was great. They did want to know about getting out of school for tomorrow, and I told them no. So, sorry, guys. No matter how great the STEM presentation is, can't do it.
Good evening. While they're getting in place, I had to take a moment to say, first of all, thank you for having us here, and thank you for the important work you do. We appreciate your dedication, Dr. Sullivan, and the school board. The reason I wanted to come up before they got started to tell you all about STEM is because these ladies won't tell you about themselves. And I have to say, because of teachers like these ladies, Darcy Oliveras and Tammy Anselmo, kids get the opportunities to do the extra things, the things that motivate them, that inspire them, that help them to set those goals at a young age, and have support, have a teacher that puts their time and effort in. I'm sorry to call you, but they're kind of science geeks. These teachers are. They love it. Whether it's setting up a science fair or teaching kids how to build a catapult that will hurl a marshmallow far enough to get you a trip to play laser tag. I think they've done that a couple times. They just go the extra mile, and that's really what kind of gets missed sometimes in this day and time, that people who are willing and ready to do the extra things for kids so they can have fun. They make learning fun in every sense of the word, and I'm very appreciative of them, and so excited that they get to kind of share with you about the STEM Club tonight. And I'm so proud of all these kids who spend their time doing things like this and staying after school and having a good time to learn. So thank you for having us, and I'll turn it over to our ladies.
And I want to say, Miss Goosetree, when I asked her for a recognition, she's truly struggled. She said, I have an amazing staff. How do I just pick one group? So I want to make sure your whole staff understands that too.
Well, my name is Tammy Anselmo. First of all, I want to say thank you. Ms. Goosetree has been very supportive of our program over the years. And I thought, when I was thinking about what I wanted to say today, I just thought about, you really need to know the why and how this started, because it has kind of a unique story that I don't even know that too many people know. About 10 years ago, in the fall of 2012, a colleague and I were having a conversation, and we were talking through some issues we were having with students and motivating students. And sometimes when students aren't successful in certain areas, they start to lose motivation. And we were talking about ways that we could motivate. And she made a comment that really stuck with me. And that comment was, if we could just do science all day, life would be great. And I got to thinking about that, and I'm like, you know what? So if a child is not great at reading, but they love science, what a way to motivate, Or if a child's not great in math, but yet they can do any kind of chart, graph, data, anything we throw at them, that is a great way to motivate. So that's where the idea of a science fair was born. And that was in the spring of 2013 was our very first science fair. Fast forward a couple of years, we had an opportunity through our science fair to have some partnerships with some different community organizations, and we were selected by the Boy Scouts of America to pilot a program called STEM Scouts, and it was only in Middle Tennessee at that time, and we started off our STEM Scouts program with 25 students. The next year, we increased it to 30. But at the end of that year, we sat with a problem. Because we were so popular, it was hard to choose which 30 students get in. So then that's when we decided, we're teachers, we know how to do this the best, and so we just broke away from the STEM Scouts program, and we started the Browns Chapel STEM Club, and we started doing it ourselves. At that point, we expanded the impact of our program to include not just grades 3 through 5, but grades 1 through 5. So over the course of the year, we had, at the peak pre-pandemic, at the peak, we had over 120 students that walked through our STEM club doors every year, and they had a blast every single week they were there. This year, this is only a small portion of our students this year. This year, we're serving grades 2 through 5, and we have over 80 students that are in our program this year.
So some of the things that we're doing this year is everything from paper airplanes to building animal habitats. And we're really able to take the things that they're learning in class, tie it to that, and go so much deeper than sometimes what time allows in our classroom. We're able to do these enriching activities and have fun while we're doing it. And it really is instilling that science knowledge in our kids as well as the confidence in them. I teach third grade, and we send home study sheets at the beginning of all of our units. And so we're about to start our circuits unit, and a couple weeks ago in STEM, we did snap circuits and talked about all that. So I pass out our study sheet, and I had a kid look at me who's in our STEM club, be like, I already know how to do this. Like, we already did this in STEM. And just the light in her eyes, knowing like, I know what I'm doing here. We've already got this. I know this. It's why we do it. It's an unbelievable experience to be able to be with these kids and learn with these kids and grow with these kids in just a fun environment. But we thought, who better to talk about STEM Club than some of our students? So we have 4th, 5th grade students who are going to come up and share their experience.
Hi, my name is Garrett Marler. I was in Einstein Club in 2nd grade and currently in STEM Club. My favorite STEM project we have done this year was an engineering project where we had to build a 2-story structure that could withstand a simulated earthquake. How we did this, you ask? We made a shake table by putting tennis balls between 2 pieces of cardboard. We are able to simulate the shaking motion of an earthquake with a shake table model. The final structure constructed was placed on the shake table and tested. This activity taught me to work with a partner. I also had to research and learn which shapes are stronger in architecture. I have enjoyed my years in the STEM club and have hopes of continuing in middle school. I really want to be in the robotics club. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you this evening.
Hi, my name is Martin, and I am part of the Browns Chapel 5th grade STEM club. I was also originally part of the Browns Chapel Einstein Club, which originated before the title STEM Club was given. And my favorite activity in STEM I would probably give that to the category of coding. Coding's helped me with a lot of things. The first time I ever coded was in the Browns Chapel Einstein Club when we did 1 hour of code. We did the dance party, and I remember when I got home, I loved it so much that I got right back on it. Another time we coded in Einstein Club was when we did Ozobots. The thing with Ozobots is you can write down something on a piece of paper with a marker with the correct color and make the correct symbol. And that will imply the Ozobot whenever it scans the symbol to do whatever the symbol prompts it to do, such as move forward or spin. But we didn't just code in Einstein Club, we also coded in STEM Club. And one of my favorite experiences with coding in STEM Club was when we did Spheros. We did mini Spheros, and the neat thing about Spheros is you can code with them using your laptop. So you can make them do whatever, like move around, make noises, such as explosions, or just have them talk. And I've made it into... Thank you for letting me speak today.
Hello, my name is Gracie Klein, and I've been in STEM Club since 2nd grade. My favorite activity was exploring how light travels. We used mirrors and laser pointers to reflect the light across the room in different patterns. We got into groups of 3, and we went into a room, and we placed mirrors around and shined the laser at the mirror. The goal was to use as many mirrors as possible to hit a target on the wall. By the end of this activity, we had 5 mirrors that reflected the laser around the room and hit the target. This activity taught me how important collaboration and communication is in STEM Club. I hope to be in STEM in middle school, and I will be participating in STEM Expo this year as well. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you this evening.
My name is Charlotte Henry, and I'm in the 5th grade, and I've been in STEM Club for 2 years now. During my 2 years, and my favorite project has been when we had to make a house that could withstand the pressure of an earthquake. The reason I like this project was because when one strategy didn't work, you had to come up with another strategy that will work out for you. In the future, I'm going to Stewart's Creek Middle School, and I'm going to join STEM Club. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight.
Apparently, we like the shake table activity. I just want to say that all 4 of these students are also participating in our STEM Expo this year, and I really feel like that's some of the things that we hope to do is inspire our students to go above and beyond where we are at an elementary level and inspire creativity and critical thinking and use those skills for the future. So thank you all for allowing us to come tonight, and we are very honored and privileged. Thank you very much.
Yep, and we have just a quick certificate for you guys as well. We'll have some for the students that we'll send to the school, but this is for you guys.
Such good speakers.
Yep, and then I think actually Dr. Chastain is our STEM Expo, is that March 20th? March 20th, every year we happen to schedule that on a board meeting because it's Tuesday or Thursday right before spring break, and we're doing it on Monday this year. And so it'll be Monday, March 20th, so that we can attend. All right, we have, yes, do what? Are we doing it at the Ag Expo? Where are we this year? With high importance, I'm sure.
It is actually at the MTSU Student Union Ballroom, and we can send all that information to all the, it is worth going to. Please attend.
Yep. Great. And then we have one student we are going to recognize as well. So Paige, would you go ahead and come up, if you'll come up to the podium for us? And then I'm going to read a little bit about Paige, just kind of what her history is. So this Paige Martin is a senior at Eagleville School. She is a student body president, along with being the yearbook editor and a salutatorian. That in and of itself is very impressive, but there's so much more to Paige. Paige ran a campaign as a junior for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society and was for Student of the Year. She was the highest single team fundraiser with over $58,000 collected and was named the Citizen Award winner for the LLS for most community involvement. She has interned with NASCAR Media and does multiple social media marketing business endeavors on her own. And she is part owner in a business in downtown Eagleville. I can't say enough great things about Paige. I've known Paige personally for a while, but also just getting to know her in this realm as well and seeing the different things that she has done. Thank you guys for recognizing her. She is part of a wonderful family who is always here to support her as well. Just a couple of her accomplishments. She again is part owner of the Eagleville Mercantile and Restoration, social media manager for the Daily Downforce, social media and marketing coordinator for Eagleville Mercantile and Restoration, Gavin Beach Racing, Zarellas Italian Restaurant, Eagleville Merchants Association, Race Weekend Media Team at Nashville Super Speedway, influencer internship with a Braided Blonde, Leukemia Lymphoma Society Student of the Year Top 3 finalist, LLHS Honor Award for raising $58,303, LLS Citizen Award for most community involvement, LLS Student Visionary of the Year, Junior Board Chairman, Yearbook Editor, Student Body President, 2022 Volunteer Girl State, and 2023 Youth Leadership Rutherford class. So Paige does a phenomenal job, and very proud of you, Paige.
Doesn't that make you feel like a slacker?
Paige, did you want to say anything? You don't have to. It's totally putting you on the spot, but
Well, I wasn't prepared to speak, so I won't sound as good as our sweet little fifth graders did, but as a senior, I'm so thankful for everything that Rutherford County Schools has done for me, and especially my Eagleville family. They welcomed me in 7th grade with open arms and have given me everything I needed to flourish and grow and continue having opportunities to lead and serve and give back to the community of Eagleville. And I could not be more thankful and honestly kind of sad to leave them in a few months. But thank you so much for all of your support and all that you do for us as students. We really appreciate it, and your work does not go unnoticed. So thank you.
Great job, Paige. Thank you. And then we had one other, but Dr. Kay Martin is actually, she's with our Rutherford County Central Office. She spearheaded the ACT boot camp that is taking place over the last couple weeks that's hopefully helped hundreds of students in Rutherford County. But Kay is actually at a high school textbook adoption meeting. So we will recognize her when she is not at a high school textbook adoption meeting.
Kind of made me feel like I wasn't doing anything.
I know,
You
yeah.
what? Number 9.
All right, number 9, Curriculum Instruction, Tab 2, Rutherford County Schools Online Teaching Contract. Curriculum Instruction Department's requesting permission to continue the Rutherford County Schools Online Teaching Contract from June 1st through July 21st, 2023. The contract outlines an agreement between Rutherford County Schools and teachers to provide instruction in online courses for the duration of summer school. Teachers will receive a base pay for each course and an additional payment per student in the course each term. A copy of the contract is attached. Recommended approval, motion to approve the use of the Rutherford County Schools online teaching contract to use as an agreement between Rutherford County Schools and teachers. General purpose funds from the Curriculum and Instruction Department will pay 100% of this contract as presented.
Any discussion, comments, or comments? I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to oppose or abstain? Motion passes for the Rutherford County Schools online teaching contract. Number 10.
All right, number 10, Human Resources, Tab 3, under the direct supervision of the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources and Support Services. The recruiter manager will perform a variety of tasks associated with the recruitment and entertainment of employees. The recruiting manager job description has been updated for approval. Recommended approval, motion to approve the updated job description of the Human Resources Recruiting Manager position as presented. And that currently is already a budgeted position. It's moving from hourly to salary.
Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion. There's no discussion.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Ms. Rosales.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to oppose or abstain? Motion passes to update the job description for the HR recruiter. Thank you so much. Number 11.
All right, number 11, Legal, Tab 4. Since these policies do go into implementation after a vote tonight, I am going to read all of them. So policy adoption, second of 2 readings. The policies below were recommended on the second and final reading. A, Policy 1.106, Code of Ethics, adds language requiring board members to publicly disclose any personal interest in real estate matters involving the board. B, Policy 2.200, Annual Operating Budget, changes the date the proposed budget must be submitted to the County Commission. C, Policy 3.204, Pandemic Epidemic Emergency Cleaning, proposal to sunset this policy. D, Policy 3.2041, Pandemic Epidemic Face Covering Mask Requirement, proposal to sunset this policy. E, Policy 3.208, Facilities Planning, changes timeline to present annual assessment of facility needs to the board. F, Policy 3.211, Energy Use and Conservation, updates language regarding energy use. G, Policy 3.601, Student Insurance Program, proposal to sunset this policy. H, Policy 4.603, Promotion and Retention, updates language for third grade retention to comply with state law. And again, we will change this if changes are made to that law. I, Policy 4.604, Credit for Prior Courses, updates language to comply with state requirements. J, Policy 4.605, Graduation Requirements, updates credits required to graduate early in compliance with state law. K, Policy 5.109, Evaluation, adds language requiring the Director of Schools to establish procedures for a local grievance process to align with state law. L, Policy 6.300, Code of Conduct, removes THC from zero tolerance offenses in compliance with state law. M, Policy 6.309, Zero Tolerance Offenses, removes THC from zero tolerance offenses in compliance with state law. N, Policy 6.319, Alternative Education, updates language regarding exceptions for assignment to alternative school. O, Policy 6.413, Prevention and Treatment of Sports-Related Concussions, removes physician's assistants or PAs from list of healthcare providers authorized to give written clearance to return to athletic activity after a concussion to align with TSSAA policy. And then a new policy, P, Policy 6.604, Name, Image, and Likeness, NIL, new policy to address agreements for student athletes for use of their name, image, and likeness. Recommended approval, motion to adopt the above policies on the second and final reading as presented.
Any questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve as is.
Move to approve.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone wish to oppose or abstain? Motion A through P passes. Thank you. Number 12.
Number 12, Financial Matters, tab 5, Fund 177 Capital Projects Budget Amendment. This amendment budgets $150,000 from 34,685 committed for capital projects fund balance to education capital projects 91,300, 335 maintenance and repair services of buildings to replace the fire alarm system at Rocky Fork Middle School. This project is being pulled from fund balance because it is a new project and an emergency replacement due to the system being struck by lightning. Recommended approval, motion to amend $150,000 from 34,685 committed for capital projects fund balance to education capital projects 91,300, 335 maintenance and repair services buildings to replace the fire alarm system at Rocky Fork Middle School as presented.
Any comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Ms. Bratton. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you so much. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to oppose or abstain? Motion passes to amend $150,000 from the committed capital projects. Number 13.
All right, thank you. 13, Facilities and Construction, tab 6, request for Riverdale High Annex bid on Thursday, March 3rd, 2023. Purchasing and engineering and construction received bids for the site work and construction of the annex to Riverdale High School. All bids have been reviewed, and engineering and construction recommends Robert S. Biskin and Company base bid plus alternates number 1 for 3 for a total bid of $49,605,200. Engineering recommends motion to approve the request and move forward to Health and Ed to request funding in the amount of $56,305,200. So the breakdown: construction, $49,605,200, construction-related contracts, $1 million, fixtures, furniture, and equipment, $2 million, design, $2,200,000, site, $1.5 million, total request, $56,305,200. Recommended approval, motion to send to Health and Ed for Robert S. Biskin and Company for $49,605,200 and a total project request for funding of $56,305,200 as presented.
Ms. Maxwell? Yes. Everybody's waiting on you.
It's a big number, but it's very well needed, and I'm proud to say, move to approve.
Thank you, Ms. Maxwell. Is there a second? Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone wish to oppose or abstain? Motion passes.
All right, thank you. Number 2, Oakland and Riverdale Edition project updates. We just had the Riverdale Edition discussion, and Oakland will come in next Friday, Thursday. Thursday. On that, number 3, nothing new on number 3.
Okay, number 4.
All right, number 4, we had discussion on this during our work session last night. So John L. Beatty property, you will see the motion has been changed, but I will go through and read just the background as well. Engineering construction has received all the requested reports for the Beatty property located at the corner of Blackman and Baker. These reports have shown what we consider to be normal Rutherford County property characteristics. The traffic study has shown normal requested road improvements for turning lanes and vehicular stacking. Soil reports indicate good soils for a private operation salt filtration sewer system. Engineering construction recommends the purchase of the Beatty property for utilization for 2 schools. The property is under 2 contracts. One contract's for 59.1 acres. The second's for the house and 2.29 acres. The parcel consisting of 59.1 acres is appraised for $4.5 million. The house and surrounding 2.29 acres is appraised for $730,000. Both contracts have been amended to provide for the purchase of the properties at the appraised prices. Recommended approval, motion to amend the Beatty contracts to extend the inspection periods to May 15th, 2023 is presented. And again, that allows us to make sure that we have approval through all stages and to figure out what's going on with the proposal for the sewer or the step system. And Mr. Lee, you did an amazing job presenting all that yesterday. Thank you very much.
Any comments or questions?
Yeah, I want to make a statement before the board. Tonight, I stand before you as a member of the board who took an oath and pledge to put the interests of our children, staff, and teachers, and of course, parents, in every decision I make. With that being said, there is nothing for me to gain for buying this piece of property. I don't know who the owner is and wouldn't be able to pick him if I were to run into him on the street. We were also told this land prospect came into existence because the owner contacted Rutherford County Schools. I am obligated to do my due diligence in determining whether purchasing a parcel of land is a good investment or not, which includes reviewing contracts, appraisals, inspection reports, financial calculations, evaluations, and risk. Why? Because there's something to lose, and that is to provide a good education for our children in a district where schools are experiencing overcrowding due to the growth in our county. According to the enrollment analysis prepared by RSP, the district-wide enrollment forecasted to increase by about 7,000 students to be about 56,605 by 2026 and 2027 school year. That means that the enrollment for elementary schools are forecasted to increase by about 1,900 students. It also means that middle school forecasted to increase by about 2,300 students. It also means that the high schools are forecasted to increase by almost 2,800 students, and that's just in 4 years, in the equivalent of 4 school years. Just because the land sold at a cheaper rate a few years ago does not mean that it was a good investment. And I can reiterate the Plainview property as an example of a property that was bought low but ended up costing more than expected when you factor in site development, because the actual purchase price per acre increased by 573% over the purchase agreement price. I can confidently state that we, the board, and Rutherford County Schools have done their due diligence within the 140-day inspection period for the Beatty property. Yesterday, Trey Lee presented before the board the inspection reports. The reports clearly indicated the land came back within normal expectations. I am able to interpret that the land is good. This also means the soil is good for what the intent is to build 2 schools on the property. And right now it's for the elementary school and the middle school. I understand the motion is to extend the inspection period by 60 days to accommodate the need to buy 13.3 acres in case the septic is needed. But it does not change the need that we need to buy the land as it was originally stated in the purchase agreement, consistent of the 59.1 acres, the house, and the 2.29 acres. We need this land. And if we were to vote to purchase the 59.1 acres and 2.29 acres, my vote is to buy the land. We don't need to delay the vote. I ask the director to bring the motion as soon as the city comes back to us with their decision for us to move forward with purchasing the land.
Thank you, Ms. Rosales. I'm glad you did that.
I think as soon as we hear something, I'd like to move forward as well. I'm so excited to find some property that's in the right place where we need it to be, and it's just hits every point that we need.
I'll entertain a motion for the motion.
I move to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed or wish to abstain? Motion passes to reset the contract period to May 15th. Number 5.
All right, thank you guys. Rockville High Baseball Barn. Rockville administration is requesting to allow baseball to purchase a 12-by-20 storage building to be located near the baseball dugout. Engineering Construction has reviewed the request and recommends approval at no cost to the board. Recommended approval, motion to approve the Rockville High Baseball Barn at no cost to the board is presented.
Any comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone should abstain? Motion passes for Rockville High Baseball Barn. Number 6.
Number 6, Laverne High Library request. Principal Theowana Hatchett has received a donation of library book shelving units from the Ingram Company. Dr. Hatchett requested assistance from maintenance to transport from the current location and deliver to Laverne High School along with removal of the old units from the library. Engineering and Construction has reviewed the request and recommends approval by the board. The shelving units are to be donated by the Ingram Company and relocated by Rutherford County School staff. Recommended approval, motion to approve the Ingram donation to LHS Library as presented.
Any comments or questions? I will tell you, I received a call today from a Dr. White. I don't know if some other central office people got that. He said he did call. He's got a lot of the National Geographic magazines that he wants to donate. So if anybody wants them, contact me and I'll find them for you and get them. So we love donations. We love them. Not everybody can take them, but we do love the donations. So I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Anyone else?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to abstain or oppose? Motion passes for Laverne Library donation. Thank you.
All right, number 7, 3.76 acres for Rock Springs Elementary parcel property. Scott Butler, a local home builder, requested the school system sell a parcel consisting of approximately 3.7 acres at Rock Springs Elementary School. Title to the parcel is held by the Rutherford County Board of Education. The prior Board of Education voted to sell the property, and the property was advertised for public bids through govdeals.com. The highest bidder was Scott Butler, who bid $346,000. The property was advertised for sale, subject to reservations of drainage and utility easements needed to serve the school. The sale of the property was advertised to be contingent upon final approval by the board. The proceeds of the sale can be reserved for use for future capital projects of the school system, such as future schools or school additions. The board needs to determine whether it wishes to proceed with the sale of the property to Scott Butler for $346,000. After discussion, so recommended approval, motion to move to close on the sale of 3.76 acres at Rock Springs Elementary to Scott Butler for $346,000, subject to the Board of Education reserving easements for drainage and utilities needed to serve the school, with buyer to pay the auction buyer's premium and cost, and for the proceeds of the sale to be reserved for use for only for the construction of future schools or school additions.
Any comments or questions? What did I call it yesterday? Golf berm?
Bunker.
Bunker, yeah.
Yep.
It's like a bunker on the golf course, what the property looks like. So it's not really anything that we could use. Right, Mr. Lee? It's the
I couldn't hear you.
It's a small piece of land, and so we're not going to be able to use it for anything.
That's correct.
Okay. Any questions or comments? I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Ms. Bratton. Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to oppose? Motion passes for the Rock Springs Elementary parcel. Thank you so much.
All right, so financial report, we have a board retreat starting tomorrow at Swanee. That is tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Somebody wonders about our board retreats, our schedule, I believe it's posted online, isn't it? And we continue starting, I think we have another session at 7 or 8 tomorrow night. So after dinner, we go back and work on budget things as well. So that just helps us get a jump start as we start our budget process. So that'll be Thursday and Friday. One thing just to count as we start looking at our financial report, sales tax has slowed down quite a bit. That is kind of the statewide trend. So as we start looking at revenues, we were hitting like that 8 to 10% above projections. We are now in that 2 to 4% with projections. So it's still above, but it's not above that 10% like it had been, which has really helped our budget the last couple of years.
No
I don't think we have any, do you have anything, Dr. Anthony?
No, we're going to have our motion on the next meeting about the
Number 16.
So 16, director's update, just something we will be discussing because I know it's anxious for all of our staff, something our board asked us to look at really as soon as you guys got on the board and as soon as I took this position was to look at our salary and hourly classified staff. And so we'll be discussing some of those things. So I want to just kind of bring that up is that when we are looking at our improvements for next year's budget and really talking about the way that we pay our employees, For our classified, we're really looking at two things. One, we are looking at, yes, a percent raise to make sure that we are taking care of our people, but we are also looking for a completely new salary schedule structure. Currently, there's only a way for somebody, if they're a classified staff, to earn 7 steps. That's all they can earn, and they can go 5 to 6 years without ever getting an increase unless we have an increase district-wide. I have some of the initial salary stuff that we'll be looking at this weekend, and they have broken that apart from 0 to 25, so there would be a proposal for someone gets, even if it's not a huge percent, there's a step increase every single year, just like there is for certified. The other part of that is their proposal includes certified to go from stopping at year 21 to stop at year 25 or 26. So those are some big steps that we will look at trying to implement. We're looking at the fiscal kind of note of that right now and how do we implement that with TISA and the revenue that we're looking at. But I want to give everyone kind of an update that we are still looking good on our promise of trying to do what we can for our employees and also making sure we're able to add raises into that portion as well. But it's kind of twofold. One's the new salary structure and then also looking at percent raise. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Ms. Rosales, any update from yesterday?
So, Mr. Young, you had asked about a fiscal note and the impact of the third grade retention law with making the changes, and I had mentioned about the bill, I think it was Bill HB 068, and that is the only fiscal impact that I've seen so far is for that bill. And again, and I will reiterate that it is, I had it pulled up before I started talking. It's increased to $25 million for this, for the 23-24 school year, and then it's going to be $5 million for the subsequent years. Panish Swin met with the Finance and Means Committee subcommittee today, and I had a rep ask on our behalf if this money is going to be the separate funding or is it going to be part of the base of TISA, and she told them that it's going to be a separate funding as of right now. But then again, it doesn't mean that changes will happen later on. I did get an update from both the House and the Senate in regards to the third grade retention law. Right now, they're going to be rolling up all the bills that were written and creating one big bill. And that bill is going to include the things that we've been advocating for, which is to expand, to broaden the scope and not just look at one data point to make that assessment, and the decision is to include hopefully the universal screeners and then the benchmark assessments that are state approved. They're making changes to the appeal process, and then also I believe they're also going to tack on do an intervention earlier within the looking at K through 2 versus just third grade. But that's the only things that I've heard so far, but I haven't seen the capture bill yet, so that should be coming out soon. And the reason why they delayed the meeting from yesterday to next week is because they were not ready with the big bill. So that's all I have for right now.
Thank you. That's a great update, because a lot of times when they roll them, they don't really do anything with them.
Yes.
I'm glad to see that
Yeah.
they're going to condense them all together.
Yeah, and so I've got confirmation from both the House with the right people that wrote those bills, so I know they're telling me what's going to happen if you're talking to the sponsors of the bill. So
great report. Thank you. Dr. Sullivan?
So I always like to recognize all of our principals when they come. So as part of their contracts, they are supposed to attend one board meeting in the spring and the fall. And it just happens with recognizing our art students. It wasn't like they were expecting some big, huge bombshell tonight. And that's why everybody's here waiting. But we have several, so I want to recognize if you guys will just stand when I kind of call you. So we have Christy Brown. She is at John Coleman. And Christy Brown has had lots of things thrown at her the last couple of years, from the annex to the virtual school to all kinds of it. So thank you for all the things you've done. Randy Uptain is Las Casas Elementary. Dana Nichols is at Rockville Elementary. We have Aaron Culver at Kittrell Elementary. We have Jason Eaton, who I just realized I failed because I never introduced him to the board when we hired him in October. So apologize, Mr. Eaton. That is totally my fault. But Jason Eaton is at Smyrna Primary School, our new principal. We have Vanessa Ritter, who is at Smyrna Elementary School. Who do we have at? Oh, Laura Heath is at Walter Hill. Angela Barnes is at Wilson Elementary. We have Ashley Witt at Buchanan Elementary, Jennifer Clark at Rocky Fork Middle. Mr. Tim Pedigo is at Eagleville. We have Dr. Tony Murray, who did the pledge yesterday, Stewart's Creek Middle. Mr. Stephen Wayne is at Rock Springs Middle. We have Dr. Takesha Ferguson is at Smyrna Middle. Ms. Kim Stoker is at Siegel Middle. Ms. Goostree already talked to us at Browns Chapel. And then we have Mr. Jeff McCann at Thurman Francis Arts Academy. So thank you guys for all being here. Oh, Monica Wilkerson. Sorry, I just went all the way around the world. Sorry, Monica. And Monica Wilkerson at David Urey Elementary. So thank you.
Thank you all for being here tonight. It was a great night to be here with the arts program. I was going to say something, I completely forgot what it was. It's a good night to be here to see all the students. Any other discussion?
I do want to encourage everyone to go and listen to the WGNS ION presentation. That was a great presentation. I am very excited to see what that program brings to our school district.
Thank you for that, Madron.
I want to say that Hope Oliver, the county commissioner, said that she really loved the recognition of the students for the art, and it was very impressive. I wanted to share that.
Thank you, Commissioner Oliver. We love you up on the north end. Any further discussion? I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you. We are adjourned.